Hey everybody, welcome back to Simple Outdoors. Today we're going to do a stealth camp. Not right here, of course. I just stopped in the small village here. I have to go up the road. Won't be camping by the lake. We're here at a small village, and I have a spot picked out by a beaver pond. Small village has a post office, cafe over there, and there's going to be some side street parking. I decided to do the intro now instead of parking and then grabbing my bag and running into the woods. Beautiful day. This is for the Stealth Camping Alliance. It was a Keep It Real challenge. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. Hashtag Keep It Real challenge. So I wanted to go to this beaver pond for a long time. It's on village property. It's surrounded by residential houses. Coffee shop right over there. I might have the coffee over there. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. But I wanted to go to this beaver pond for a long time. And on both sides there's residential houses, and behind the beaver pond is a farm, private farmland, and then the road where I do the side street parking. So I say we drive up the road, park, grab my backpack, and get into the woods. I threw my bag in the woods up here. We just pulled over right outside the village limits, and this little trail. I got a heavy backpack and it's like 90 degrees today. Little trail in the village so-called park that's overgrown. Houses over there, roads right there, and farmland over there. But there's a beaver pond down here, and I want to camp next to it. So let me get this backpack on. Alright, we made it. Shouldn't be too far. There's a trail here. I got my heavy backpack, my little drink cooler, and lots of bugs. Now hopefully this trail, I didn't see this trail, I've never been here before. I saw the street view of the side street parking there and satellite image of the pond. Hopefully this trail, I didn't know this trail was here. Oh, I'm out of breath and it's hot. Didn't know this trail was here, and which is better for me, because maybe this goes to the beaver pond. I really didn't know that this had a trail. I thought it was just all, I thought I'd have to walk through all that. This makes it a lot easier. The road's there, private property there for residential houses, private property and residential houses there. If you keep going back past the beaver pond, it's farmland. Wanted to try a new spot that I've wanted to try for a couple of years. It's not by the lake where I'm used to. It is village property, parked right outside the village limits, and I guess they just left this and the village didn't want to sell it. So I see an opening over there. That's the beaver pond. Well, I followed the trail, but it's going in a different direction, so we had to we're gonna have to cut over to the beaver pond. I think the trail goes back down to the behind the houses to the farmland, or back down to the village. So I looked at a few other places around the pond, and I got my water filter. We're far enough back from the road, far enough from those houses and the farmland's on the other side of the pond. I can't see it. I tried walking through the woods there. It's difficult, it's hot. So I did find a spot. We'll make it work. And it's not too far from this little stream for water with my water filter. So we have to cross a little bridge and then into the woods. I'll show you the bridge. And I gotta get this backpack back on. I'll meet you over by the bridge. Alright, here's a little bridge coming up. It supported my weight without the backpack. I'm probably gonna have to boil that water. So let's see here. Alright, we made it. Okay. Now the trail veers off. I didn't know this park was here. There's nobody here. Now the path veers off that way. I don't want to go any further. I want to stay by the pond. So we got to find a spot. Oh man, 90 out. Why did I do this? Oh. Trail goes that way. Might go around the pond, I don't know. But I'm not doing that. Let's go in here. Now I have to find, I gotta take this backpack off. There's the pond. Wanted to do this for over a couple years. What's that? Oh, a paddle boat? How the hell did they get a paddle boat in here? You think maybe later we should take the paddle boat out? See if it floats? There's a hawk. We're in the shade. Look at that. I think that trail goes all the way around the pond. There's a beaver dam way over there. Can't go for a swim. Nah, I'm gonna have to boil that water. But I got a liter of soda, a liter of water, a liter of juice, a couple monsters, and some root beers. Now I gotta find a spot that's level without any widowmakers. Alright, I'm gonna have to look. I gotta take this backpack off. I gotta find a spot for the tent. I got a new tent. I set it up a few times at home. And it's a one person, not a lot of room. It's the same one, I think, similar to Kevin from Small Plots used. Steve Wallace used it once or twice. Paul used it a couple of times, I think. It's a gear top one, I think. But wanted to, it was going to be for my ultralight challenge, but I didn't get around to that. And it was going to be for my hike a mile challenge, but I couldn't do that. Life gets in the way. So I wanted to do this challenge. Never been here before. I think this is the spot. I'm not moving. I'll find a flat spot. Beautiful spot. And we're in the shade. It's not a very popular trail in the village. I'm gonna set my chair up, probably have some soda, and relax for a minute, figure out what I want to do. Well, I've just been sitting here relaxing. Got the thermocells going. Some houses over there playing music. This paddle boat, I flipped it over. It's a little rusty, but the rudder works. I don't know how they got it here. Music over there by those houses. Yeah, there's houses over there because of the road that comes up. Then farmland on the other side of the pond and some houses there. And then the trail back to the road by the village. I'm a little skeptical of putting up the tent and the tarp yet. It's still mid-afternoon. I have everything organized in the backpack, so I know where stuff is. Nice breeze though. I want to keep a low profile because the trail's there, and technically you're not supposed to be camping, I guess, but it is village property. I guess they kept it like this because it was not protected wetlands, but can't really do anything with this other than make a nature trail, I guess, with that little bridge. I don't know where that trail goes though. See, yeah, it's gorgeous though. I laid the tarp down and it's nice and soft and flat. I put a stick here and a rock down there. My head right here. And I have the small tent, so the opening's right here. The trail's right over there, so I walked up on the trail. You can see my blue table and everything. But I'm not going to set up until later. Actually, I have a new drink. I want to try. Let me check it out. I have the International Delight iced coffee made with real milk and cream. Reese's. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Best served chilled. Oh, ooh, cold. I didn't have any ice, but I had ice packs at home. I didn't have room in the cooler. Didn't want to bring a lot of stuff, but I brought a lot of stuff. I don't know how I was going to do the ultralight challenge. There's no way. I couldn't do what Camp Like a Boon did. I'd need at least need some gear. So let's see here. It says shake gently. Shake gently! Alright, it's going to explode. Chocolate peanut butter coffee. It's like Reese's. Cheers, everybody. Not very sweet. But good. That's delicious. It's iced coffee. So I'm gonna sit. I might bring my chair down there and just look at the pond. I only got the essentials out, so I'm just having a picnic and doing time-lapse videos. So I know where the tent's going. Now I just have to figure out where. If I set up the tarp, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain in the morning sometime. Oh, this is great. Past couple years I wanted to get out here to this pond. It's a nice spot. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with the tarp setup if I need to use it. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance, baby. Hashtag keep it real. Keep it real challenge. Well, I could do a few shout outs. Hidden Hammock Gravedigger. They did the they were going all over New Zealand. Loved it. Camp Like a Boon. He did the ultralight challenge. Slept in a tank. That was great. I think he might win. I don't know. I'm gonna have to post this challenge video probably on Sunday sometime after I get out of work. Sunday night, late Sunday night, because I'm gonna be out of town until Sunday. So I'll upload it before I leave to go out of town and have it premiere Sunday night. And Idiot Outdoors, I guess, passed away. I don't know the details, but it's always, life's short, man. Get out while you can. I mean, I work myself to death all the time. Restaurant work is not for the faint of heart. It's very strenuous and abusive environment. Restaurant kitchen work, in the heat, lifting a bunch of stuff, moving a bunch of equipment up and down stairs, depends on what building you're at. And it's summer's just about over. And I kayaked once, I think, this year. I went camping a couple of times. But my heart goes out to an Idiot Outdoors. I don't know his real name, my apologies, but my condolences to his family and friends. I liked his videos. He was funny. My water bottle tipped over. I thought it was some kind of animal. Oh, I don't want to lean it up against this tree because of ants, but well. But yeah, condolences to the family of his. But yeah, life's too short. Get out and enjoy what you want to do. Like, I was afraid to come out here because I didn't know how far of a walk it was. I measured the distance on my phone. I didn't know how close the houses were. Not familiar with the animals. I know that beavers could be aggressive if they're territorial. There were bear sightings in the area, but only one or two. But I think they were just migrating from different mountain ranges. So I was kind of nervous and scared to get out here, but now the only thing I'm scared of is setting up the tent and tarp too early. Because just this, I could say I'm doing time-lapse photography with birds and then owls tonight. But another shout out is Paul with Shadow Camper. I liked he drove his cement truck to a house he was working at, and then went across the street and camped in the woods, and then woke up and went back across the street and went back to work. That's I give him mad props, mad respect. That's probably some hard physical labor too, in all kinds of weather conditions, doing cement. Yeah, that's I don't think I'd be able to do it. I know those tubes, those lines, those hoses. And then there's different. You gotta follow the codes and the specs, and gotta be precise. And if it's messed up, you gotta tear it all up and redo it again. So mad respect to mad respect to you, Paul. Who else? I think I've been talking long enough. I've been just talking gibberish for quite a while. Nothing else to do. I'm just relaxing. It's what I love to do. I talk to myself too, but I'm talking to you guys. I don't feel like whenever I have my camera, I never feel like I'm by myself. Never. I don't feel alone. I love being alone. I love camping, being out in the middle of nowhere, even though I could probably walk down to the coffee shop, but I got this. But I just feel like everybody's here with me. You're sitting right there having a step 2 or whatever, having a step 3, but you're sitting right there having a coffee. I'm sitting right here. We're just chit-chatting. I mean, come on. Look where we're at. This is great. Stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be epic. Yeah. 5-day solo kayak camping in the remote wilderness. Cheers, everybody. It's not a real high risk stealth camp. High risk is, like I could probably have a little fire here if I wanted to. High risk would be, hiding in the bushes behind a McDonald's drive-thru. This is more like, like Paul with a shadow camper. He goes into the woods in Canada by some factory or tower. Or Kevin with small plots goes into the woods on the outskirts of the city and have a little fire. Hashtag keep it real challenge. This is as real as you're gonna get. An idiot outdoors. Rest in peace, my friend. Loved your videos. I don't know if you liked root beer or not, but this is for you. Cheers, everybody. That's a little root beer. What is it? 7.5 fluid ounces. 222 milliliters. These are tiny. Remember, like back in grade school, you go to lunch and they get you little tiny cartons of milk, or those little juice boxes. They were great. They lasted for like 20 minutes. You get those now and it's like 2 sips gone. Gone. The big hawk. I moved the rocks from that old fire pit, which had a bee's nest under it, but luckily I grabbed the rocks before they came out. A little pile there and some of that. So if I just have a little one with just one stick at a time, we should be good. Okay, I got the tent set up and the small tarp. I'm gonna be in close quarters with the tent underneath the tarp if it starts raining. So now I just have to put all my gear, sleeping gear, in the tent. Got about another half hour until it starts getting dark, and then it's probably gonna get really dark in here. So I gotta set up the light and the sleep system. It's still hot. I should have brought the fan, but I had too much gear anyways. Do have a little shopping bag. I'm gonna throw a bunch of stuff in that, carry that, probably the cooler in that too, and then less weight on the backpack tomorrow. Oh, so I don't have the rain fly. There's like no wind now. It's gonna be awful in there tonight. So we'll see. Alright, before it gets dark, I'm going to throw everything in the tent. Okay, I got everything. Got some sleeping shorts. Probably can't see, but sleeping shorts, pillow, sleeping bag, air mattress, foam mat. But it was hot in that tent. I should have brought the fan. But it is what it is. Let me get situated because I took everything out of the backpack, threw it in the tent, and got all that sleeping bag and air mattress gear all set. But I just threw everything else out on the ground, so I'm going to organize all that. Maybe have a nice cold Monster coffee. That sounds good. Maybe get some of that string lights up. And I'll bring you back. Well, I got the ridge lights up. It is dark now. It's almost 9. Have everything organized. It's still early. Too early for dinner. I don't know what I want for dinner. It's supposed to rain later tonight or very early morning. So might have a little fire. Yeah. Don't know if you could see that. Just gotta organize a little more stuff. Gotta see where my batteries are, change the batteries, and then start a fire. So let's do that. Well, I'm gonna enjoy the fire from back here because it's a little warm. I got a small, tiny fire pit with just little sticks. A bunch of the little sticks. I got my root beer, finished my coffee. I might watch some videos, catch up on those. It's pretty quiet. Just some frogs and chirpity chirpers. Centipedes on the tree. I don't know what that was. What was that? Spider. Spider on the web. Yeah. Man. Bugs. That's why I like winter. Got the thermocell here. I'm gonna stick it right here. Alright, I'm gonna turn this light off because it's attracting bugs, and watch some videos and enjoy the fire. I'll bring you back when maybe I get hungry. I don't know. Can't eat in this heat. I got some chicken coconut curry. I can heat up some water, or I got some chicken salad I can put in a couple wraps. I'll bring it back when I decide to do something else. Well, the fire's out. It's getting late. I'm gonna have some dinner. It's still pretty hot out. I have some chicken salad with some wraps, but I don't know if I want those. I got chicken coconut curry. Can't decide. It's gonna be hot. A hot meal. It was warm by the fire, but now there's a nice breeze. So since I'm away from the fire, I'll probably cool down a little bit. You won't be able to see it, but I got the mini stove. This was what I was going to take for the ultralight challenge, but I never couldn't get out. Yep, nice little tiny one. I tested it at home. I had this before. I love it. Give that a stir. Ooh, that's hot. smells so good. It's really good too. Maybe a little too much water, but it's alright. I'm gonna let that sit for a long time. Oh, I love this. It smells so good. Here, smell that. Oh, delicious. And let that sit for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been like 15 minutes. Still hot. I just had a root beer, one of those mini ones. Chugged that. Those are little. Oh, this is good. Not too much water. Perfect. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah. Alright. It's too hot for this, isn't it? Chicken coconut curry. White chicken, rice, vegetables with a coconut curry sauce. Like there's carrots in there. Just enough water, just enough time. It's all soft now. I might, after this, go lay down in a tent, have a little snacks, watch some videos. Maybe. That's that new tent. I haven't used it before. I set it up. I set it up a few times at the house, outside and in the kitchen. A couple times outside, laid in it. I just don't like one-person tents. They're too small. I like the two-person tents where I have plenty of room for my gear in there. Plenty of room for me. This one's not too bad. I can sit up in it at least, change my clothes. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. And then I'll either see you for snack time or bedtime or both at the same time. Yeah, I gotta get this light out. Bugs. That is so bright. Well, I had a couple snacks out there watching some videos. Had one of those little mini blueberry pie thingies from Walmart. A little s'mores granola bar. It's pretty warm. Should have brought that fan. But I might, it's getting late. I might watch one more video. I try to relax and try to get some sleep in this heat. All I heard was a couple of owls, different kind of owls. And some of these bullfrogs out there. So we'll see what happens with that rain in the morning. But I don't think anything will happen during the night. So I'll see you all in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I slept okay. I'm not not the greatest sleep, but it was warm in the beginning, and got a little chilly wearing just those shorts this morning because it got down to 60. It's beautiful out, even though it's raining. I just have a little juice left and 2 coffee drinks, so I might have that because I don't feel like going and getting swamp water. So I'm gonna have my Monster, well, it's not a Monster, it's a Starbucks energy coffee drink, and then I'm gonna throw everything in my bag, take the tarp and tent down. No one's back here, so, and it's raining, so I'm gonna have my coffee and take everything down. Taking all my trash with me, leave no trace. Well, everybody, it started raining a little heavier. Got my raincoat. I always bring a little shopping bag, so I throw some heavy stuff in that, and the backpack would be a little lighter, plus all my trash and stuff. Time to get out of here. It was a beautiful spot. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. Hashtag Keep It Real Challenge. I'll show you some of the village down the street when we get there. But now I gotta get up to the trail, cross that bridge, up the little hill to the car. It's raining, so this might shut off. Might be some raindrops on the lens. So thanks for joining me on Simple Outdoors. Hit that like button, share, subscribe if you're not. Doesn't cost you anything, all that mumbo jumbo. Hit the bell for all notifications, that way you know when I post a new video. Alright, I'm getting wet here. Let's go. Let's get back onto the trail, over the bridge, up the little hill to the car, and then I'll show you the village. Holy shit, this is gonna be slippery. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to take this off and walk things at a time, one at a time. Well, that bridge is slick, and I had to take my backpack off, slide my backpack and army crawl across it, then army crawl back across it, grab this bag with the camera, slide this bag over, and army crawl back over again. That is dangerously wet and slippery. It's like slimy slippery. I would have died if I just walked like this. So you always have to be aware of your surroundings, your entrance and exit, and with the weather. And I didn't realize, I knew it was going to rain in the morning, but I completely forgot about this bridge. I knew it was here, but you never know what situation you might come across, because if all else fails, I would have to, and all those other logs are slippery and slimy too, have to walk through the mud. But just something to be aware of, and think of your exit situations. All right, let's go. Well, I made it back to the car. It was a little wet. So now let's go show you the village right here.
There's a place where I go when I'm feeling this way. I go along all by myself. It's so far back you couldn't find it anyway. Way back in the woods, way back where I shouldn't go, way back where the knotty pines fade away. When I was young, my friends they'd ask me, where you going when you go away? My reply was not that easy. I said nothing, just snuck away. Way back in the woods, way back